Hi, welcome to Above Deck, a below deck breakdown podcast. I'm Sarah Goldman, a photographer living in Charleston, South Carolina. Kelly is on vacation this week, so I had to bring in a co-host to help me cover episode 6, my friend Tumi Mhlongo. Did I say your last name right?
You tried, it's okay.
Oh, how do you say it?
I'm Mhlongo. I know it's really
Oh,
hard.
wow.
I
Okay.
know it's hard. So you did good.
I'll practice it some more. Okay, so my friend Toomey is here. You know her from Below Deck Med and Below Deck Down Under. Welcome to Above Deck, Toomey.
Thank you. Oh my God. Is this my first time here? I feel like it is.
It is, but that seems odd because one, you've been on our screen so much, and we've met in person more than once. So
Yeah.
it just does, it seems weird that this is the first time we're recording together.
I
So
know, but finally.
yeah, so we're gonna get into like chit chat and hot tub convo because we want to hear everything about like what you're up to and all that.
Alrighty.
So today we'll be discussing Below Deck Season 12, Episode 6, Yacht-Chella. Here's your recap. A love triangle forms, complicating the dynamics on deck. Barbara and Celine are annoyed by Rainbow, and Fraser scrambles to pull off an ambitious party for a group of rude charter guests. So, to me, we are have a rating system like 1 to 10, and we say
Okay.
like how many shackles are you going to put in the water? So, how many shackles would you give this episode? Like 10 being the best, 1 being the worst.
Well, I love it's a little bit of drama because we do need a little bit of sassy drama. So I'd say about maybe 7
Okay,
shackles.
yeah. Yeah, that's a strong, it's a solid number.
Yeah.
So did you binge this whole season?
I actually did not. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not.
Okay.
The way, I mean, guys, I didn't even binge my own season. The way that I watch, I fast forward and then I'm like, oh, I already got that storyline. Okay, okay. So if fast forwarding is binging and just seeing like the dramatic moments, then yes, that's what I did.
Okay, all right. So you're kind of aware of the dynamics this season. Okay.
Yeah.
So when the episode begins, Captain Carrie fires Kaio, the bosun. I want to ask you, is it normal for a captain to hold on to everybody's passports? Because he like gave him his passport.
Yes, it is very normal for the captain to hold on to everyone's passport. Also, just for immigration, like if you're moving around, if Coast Guard gets on board, they want to
Okay.
know how many people are on the boat, so they need that identification. So it is very normal.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so a new bosun is coming in tomorrow. We have not seen Captain Carrie like trying to find this bosun or anything. This is like a surprise to everyone. People
Oh,
online were saying that Jess was going to be promoted to bosun, so apparently that's not the case.
oh wow. Okay. So
Celine
it's a new
keeps,
person.
yeah, Celine keeps calling Kyle Scottish, and it's possible maybe that she doesn't know his name. Um, Now they did hook up on a previous night, but she's not really interested in him.
Wait, so she keeps calling him Scottish without knowing his name and then is hooking up with him? Stop it.
Yes. Well, I mean, one time she hooked up with him, like
Yeah,
on
but
a
I mean, still know his name. God bless.
find out. It's really funny that she keeps calling him Scottish.
I mean, I used to give people nicknames, but because it was just like fun and easy to like just say things and make things lighthearted. But to forget someone that you kissed, well, hooked up, kiss or like hooked up, hooked up.
Hooked up, like guest cabin hooked up.
No, but you don't know his name. Like he literally saw her Chicolini and she doesn't even know his name.
I know.
That
She's
is wild.
she's a funny character. Did you know any of these people? I mean, besides Fraser, obviously, I know you know
Yeah,
him, or in Captain Jason, but
yeah,
okay. Or
no,
Captain Carrie.
no. I only know Jason Carey and yeah, that's it.
Okay. Okay, so they have a night out and the Stews are talking about their schedule and Fraser's just going to keep the same schedule for now because it's working. To me, what is your favorite shift to be on the yacht?
Oh, that's a good question.
Well,
You
you
know what? I think it depends on guests, but I will say
okay.
I really liked late. Like I loved staying up
Okay.
late because I'm a light night owl. So
Hmm.
I really did like love late. And also I just feel like people are a little bit more at ease, like guests are at ease. So late nights for me were fun. And if you got fun guests, it was a good time.
Okay. But if you have
Yeah.
nightmare guests, that would probably be horrible.
I mean, it's challenging, but it also makes the evening go by quicker when they're demanding and horrible. It does benefit you in some ways. I don't know.
Okay.
I just preferred it really. I've had some crazy guests, but I do prefer the evening.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so they go dancing, and Kyle is kind of wanting to be very touchy-feely with Celine. Obviously, they hooked up like a previous night, but she's not into him. And then she and Jess go and make out in the bathroom. And Celine said, they should keep this a secret, but then they're back at the table and they're like making out in front of everyone. So it's definitely not a secret.
It's just messy. Like, why do they like being so messy?
I
Messy,
know, so
messy.
messy.
This is why
Um,
I always say don't hook up with anyone on a boat because it just gets messy, man. Like, this is
yeah.
not the man you're going to be ending up with. Like, the probability is very, very low. So just don't make it messy.
Right. I went back and was watching a little bit of season one of Down Under just to like refresh my memory, which I love that season. But I don't think we had any hookups that season, but I think it was one of the best seasons of Below Deck
Yeah.
ever. Like we don't need it.
Yeah, and I also think that that casting was really good in terms of the fact that everyone was mature. Everyone
Hmm.
was worried about, not worried, but everyone was a bit more cautious about, what their image is. Because, we're all like, we're nearing our 30s. We want
Hmm.
kids, we want a family. I don't want to embarrass my future children or my future husband with my, me doing some funny things in the guest bedroom. Like, I just think it
Right.
was a very mature group. There was just the right amount of
Mm.
drama, in my opinion. I enjoyed it. That was my favorite season. Like, I
Oh, good.
cherished that season.
It's like it's a top season overall for the whole franchise for me. I think it was
Yeah.
so well cast, so interesting. Of course, you have Captain Jason, and I love this the very first episode, you and Magda sitting on the couch with like hearts in your eyes, like looking at Captain Jason, like can't even understand what he's saying. I just you were all of us, so
Yeah.
it was so
Oh,
genuine. It was so sweet.
it was. I mean, that's Daddy Jason. I mean, come on now.
Okay, so back to this season. Um, they go back to the boat. Kyle is feeling stupid because he's like falling for Celine already. Okay, the next day, Jess stayed the night in Celine's bunk, and Celine says, I do what I want, with who I want, when I want, where I want. Yes, girl, like,
As you
get it.
should. As you
Yes.
should.
Jess is feeling bad for Kyle. She says she just couldn't help herself last night, but she knows that Kyle likes Celine. So we'll see how this goes. We already have a love triangle. Um, that was really funny when Celine said she was horny for managing the bar. And Fraser said, it's not a direct translation from French. You want to say excited. I'm not horny for the bar. I'm excited for the bar.
Yes, exactly.
So funny. Okay, we have the new bosun who arrives. His name is Hugo, and he is an American from New York City. Tall, dark, and handsome. And Captain Carrie says he's very experienced, and he does seem very confident. So I have high hopes that he actually knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Well, let's hope that he delivers. I really hope that he delivers.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder what part of New York City he's from.
I know. I know. I mean,
Hopefully, we'll get more information like as the season goes on.
I wouldn't be surprised Long Island. Because
Mm,
I feel like that's like Bodie, kind of.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Um,
can see that.
somewhere there. Yeah.
Okay.
But Jersey or Jersey.
We'll see. Okay, we have a preference sheet meeting. The primary is Leslie Wise from Dallas, Texas. She and her husband run a strip club empire. So that's interesting. Um, things that they want. They want to celebrate Jason's 50th birthday with like a teenage shows of the 90s like theme party. I like that.
That
And they want a concert on the dock with dancing. And so Fraser comes up with this idea to plan this large scale carnival event for Sunday, but he's not having much luck like finding people to help him with this because it's very
yeah.
last minute.
Okay.
And carnival's going on, so I'm sure like everybody's booked already.
Exactly. Oh, that's a tough one, hey. This is
Yeah.
the thing with yachting, and this is what's really difficult when you're like just not in a city or in a place that has a lot of resources. It can
Hmm.
be so frustrating because in your head, you know what you want, but you just physically do not have the resources to deliver that. And
Right.
that for me personally, being someone that loves to like host things and
Hmm.
set up things, it's just the most frustrating thing. So I feel for him. And everyone's really busy, so not everyone can help you.
Right, exactly.
That's
Yeah,
really
that would be really hard in remote areas of like the Caribbean
true.
or Australia, Seychelles, like it would be very tricky.
Exactly.
Okay, the next day. The budget for this dock party is 20,000. That sounded like a lot to me for a party, but maybe it's not. I don't know. Um,
Well,
Fraser is on it. He said he wants to build like a stadium or something. Um, Anthony is still holding a grudge against Fraser from last season, and they're gonna have to like have it out at some point. I don't know when that's gonna happen.
wait, what happened? Because I mean, I didn't watch last season, but what was
Um,
the beef?
Basically, Anthony was fired last season, and they brought in a new chef.
Oh, I remember that.
And you know how the Chiefs do and the captain, like they have discussions about the chef and like how
Yeah.
it's working out and stuff. And so Fraser was involved in that, but Barbie told Anthony like off camera after the season, like Fraser was the reason you got fired.
Oh
And
shit.
so Anthony is coming in thinking like, shoot.
Oh shit.
Fraser is being so nice to my face, but he is the reason I got fired, which is like a little bit true, but I don't know. It's messy.
I mean, that's yeah, that's really really messy actually. Ugh.
Yeah, and I don't recall the timing, but I think when you and I saw each other in New York, I think
Yeah.
they were filming this season maybe, or like maybe.
Oh wow.
Because I
Okay.
don't think that Anthony had seen all these episodes, so he doesn't know exactly like how it worked out. I don't know, but
Shoot, shoot, shoot.
I don't
Okay.
know.
All right.
So,
But now he's back after being fired.
yes, and Fraser really like advocated for him. Like he wanted him back, wanted him to have a second chance. He has more experience now, so
Okay.
but
Nice.
at some point Anthony is gonna say something to Fraser, I'm sure, and be like, "Dude, why'd you get me fired last season?"
Yeah. Yeah. And I
So,
also think it's maybe just a trust thing. I don't know how Anthony is, but with me, for me, I know now I'm gonna just have like one eye open forever.
right, right,
But
yeah.
it's just kind of that thing of like, don't know if I can trust you, but I want to like you. So it's really uncomfortable.
Yeah, for sure. And oh, they're also sharing a room too. So that's
Oh,
that's
that's
not
just
good.
diabolical. I mean, Jesus.
I know. Okay,
I mean,
so
baby steps, guys. Baby.
yeah. Celine is still very interested in Scottish. So now they have this love triangle between Kyle, Celine, and Jess. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. The guests arrive, and Fraser's first impression is they are rude and obnoxious. So I love a messy guest. Like, I love when the drama is the guests and not the crew.
I agree. I agree. I agree. Because
It's
then you can
just
just
more
bitch
fun.
about them, like in again, like down, what you call it, down under. I even forgot what it's called. In the galley or wherever, you can just really in the
Mhm.
crew mess. We can just gossip about them. That's the best part.
Exactly, exactly. So
Yeah.
this is Hugo's first undocking. He does really great with the calls, and Kyle Scottish is feeling a lot more comfortable with him in charge. So that's good. Um, Fraser tells Captain Carrie that this charter is going to be really challenging because the guests are quite rude. So we will see. I didn't really get what the deal was with the lunch service and Rainbow kicked Barbara to get her out of the way. Did you see that
For
or
me, I just feel like these guests are just already chaotic from the onset. You can already tell it's
hmm
giving absolute chaos. So I wouldn't really expect anything less at this point.
Yeah.
Um,
Um
yeah.
okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. Anthony checks on them and one guy said the veal tastes like shoe leather and Anthony sets about making him a very rare piece of veal, which that frankly sounds disgusting. Um, Captain Carey talks to the stews and he says, "Look, these guests are getting pretty rowdy, so please let him know if you feel uncomfortable. Like he'll have to step in." So,
Nice. I love that he stepped in, like he mentioned that before anything like crazy happens.
yeah.
That's good. So at least the crew know that they're supported.
I
And
think
it's
it was
good that he did
last
that.
season of Med where Sandy had to say something to some guests, like, and I was like, she is so cool. Like,
Yeah,
just looking out for her crew.
exactly. As they should, as they should. They're mutual
Definitely.
protector. Yeah.
Fraser and Captain Carey have said in interviews that this season they have the worst group of charter guests they have ever had. I don't know if it's this group or if it's going to be something later this season,
Oh
but
wow.
I'm curious.
I
Okay,
can't wait. I can't
So
wait to see the drama.
tonight is the 90s party. Great theme. I'm not sure about Captain Carrie's blue bucket hat and neon orange tank top look. I did like the photo of him from 1995, though. So he was 20 in that picture that they showed. I always, maybe I always think of myself as younger than I am, but he's only 5 years older than me. But I think of him as like a dad and we're all the kids, you know? But he's like 20 years older than you. And I guess I think that like you and I are the same age, but we're not. But I think of him as such a dad, you know? I think of all the captains as
Really?
like the parents.
Well, except for Jason. Jason is a little bit.
Yeah.
Jason is the younger version.
Yeah.
He's the kid out of them all. But yes, I understand what you do mean. He does give that father like energy. He
Yeah.
definitely
Dad,
does give the, yeah. He would be
dad
like a
vibes.
grandpa to me, but I love him. He's so sweet. I love
Yeah. Okay, we
him.
have the seafood paella for dinner, and charter guest Dawn is super rude, and she is like really dialed in on Rainbow and like criticizing everything that she does. I couldn't tell if she was trying to be funny or if she was serious or just drunk. I don't know.
Yeah,
But Fraser goes down to the crew mess and he draws demon horns on her photo. I thought that was really funny.
I love that. That is so funny. Yeah, but that's the worst position to be in when you just don't know if someone's being serious or they're joking or what the case is. Like, I really want to
Yeah.
know where I stand with you. I don't want this type of behavior, so it must be so uncomfortable.
Yeah, for sure. Like the like pretend mean like I don't like and I don't know you. Like yeah,
Yeah,
I need
no.
to know what the vibe is. Like I can't.
Mhm. I don't
Okay.
want to be guessing.
The next day Fraser gets a ride to the dock to check on the whole carnival setup and there is nothing set up. Like it's the day of the event and the event planner said, "You know, everything's under control." So we will see what happens. That's kind of where the episode ends.
That would literally freak me out. And you know, the thing with yachting is like time, you know, when they say time is money, like
Hmm.
time is everything. Every minute, every
Oh
second,
yeah.
like you need that time. So if you get somewhere and nothing's being done, and now you need to add extra time to that, like that just adds so much stress. So
Yeah.
I definitely feel for him in that instance. Well, I hope that this event comes together.
I know, I really hope so.
I mean, look, it's
The
got a
event
pretty
planner was like very easy breezy, like everything's fine. I'm like, okay, dude.
that's the island life. And this is what people also don't realize is that that's the island life. Their pace and your pace on a boat is very
Mhm.
two different things. It's like New York and
Yeah.
like, I don't know, Adamo. Like it's a
That
different,
would be so frustrating for me.
you know what I mean? It's just two different paces. So it's really learning how to like make them move quicker.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, no, that's the island life. Man, it can be frustrating.
goodness. Well, let's take a quick break and we'll come back with Hot Tub Convo.
Yay.
We
Okay.
are sponsored by Coconut Bowls. Coconut Bowls reduces the use of single-use plastics by sourcing sustainable coconut shells while providing jobs to low-income artisans in Vietnam and Indonesia. From bowls to bamboo cups, straws, and cutlery, Coconut Bowls has eco-friendly, handcrafted items to complete your sustainable kitchen. Each bowl is made from 100% natural coconuts with a unique size, shape, and pattern. Join the Coconut Bowls movement today and eat sustainably. Go to coconutbowls.com and use code AboveDeckPod for 10% off your order. Okay, it's time for Hot Tub Convo, where we discuss what's happening with our favorite Below Deck cast members. So, Gail and Nathan from Med had their baby boy on June 25th. I don't think they've announced the name yet, but I just wanted to say congratulations to them. I think this is our second below deck baby, but first one that was like,
From the
the
show, right?
couples.
They met on the show. Hey,
Yeah, they met on the
that
show
was
and
amazing. Oh,
yeah, they've
so
been traveling all over the world and they're just so cute.
cute. They are. I've seen a few photos of them. They really are cute. And congratulations, little Baba. Ah, we got a little
So,
bub baby.
Tumi, have you heard any below deck related news about anybody recently?
Honestly, I have not. Guys, I've just been in a cocoon. I've been in my little cocoon, my little love
Yeah.
bubble. And I just, yeah, no.
Okay. All right. Well, I wanted to find out. And well, everyone's been asking, like, what have you been up to since the last time we saw you on our
Yeah.
TV screen? So, what have you been up to?
Yeah, so I was still kind of yachting for a little bit. Well,
Okay.
I do, I do miss it. I do have friends in the industry, so if they do need help in the summer, I am there to help them. I did also move to households. Love that too. I didn't have to do all the cleaning and everything, and I could work independently. So I kind of
Okay.
been doing that and working on other projects that I
Mm-hmm.
one day hopefully will be able to talk about. But for now,
Mm-hmm.
I believe in only speaking when things are fully into fruition. Okay,
Smart.
gotta work in silence, do your
Mm-hmm.
thing, and I feel like I always do this when I'm changing my career or if I'm going into a different path. I even before joining yachting, I always kind of like disappear for a little bit and I just work
Mm.
towards my goal and then I'm like, I'm here.
Okay. I like it. No, that's smart because so many
So,
times you start down a path of something and then, it doesn't happen or
exactly.
you
And
never
it's like
know.
things morph into different things and it's just like, once the goal's been achieved, then we can talk about it.
Yeah. So are you still loving New York City?
I am still
You've
loving
been
New
there for
York.
several years now, right?
I know it's been almost 4 years. I've been coming in and out for 4 years. Well, no, three, no, 2 years. It's not been that long.
Okay.
I mean, I've been coming in and out of the States for about 5 years, but I've always broken it up. I go home and stay there for
Right.
a little bit, I come back, I stay here for a little bit, I go, just being kind of
Mm-hmm.
wandering around, traveling around, doing my thing.
That's nice. Have you gotten that invite to be on Summer House yet?
No.
I would love to see you on Summer House. I remember you mentioning that, I don't know, years ago. I don't know if it was online or on Watch What Happens Live, but I would just love you.
Yeah, it would be funny, right? I feel like if I found my feet complete, if I've decided that I'm fully like wanting to live one in the US and two in New York, then
Hmm.
it would make sense. I would need to have that New York story.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really do love the Hamptons. And I'm going to Montauk this Friday, I think, just for the
Oh,
day.
nice.
So I really do love that scene. And I've worked in Sag Harbor when I was working on
Hmm.
boats. And I love that side of the world. I've always said this is like my dream. And the homes there are just
Oh, yeah, to die for.
so yeah, maybe. I don't
S-
know.
Okay. Well, I have to ask about Kyle.
Uh-huh.
When you guys ended the Below Deck Med season, you ended on good terms,
Yeah.
but then things took a turn and what's the current status of your relationship?
Um,
Okay. Got it. Okay, so no relationship there. That makes me sad, and maybe we can talk about it offline.
I mean, look, I'm really happy that he's doing something that he loves. I think I saw somewhere
Yeah.
that he's working with animals, and I think
Hmm.
that's amazing because I know that he really loved animals, and I'm glad that he's found his foot in the city, and it seems like he's really just in a good place. And I genuinely am happy for him in that sense. But
Hmm.
sometimes people just come into your life for a short time, some people for
Yeah.
long. It just is what it is. And
Okay.
don't wish anyone ill will. Let's
That's a
put it
good
that
attitude. You're so mature.
way.
What about Natalia? Are you guys still friendly?
I haven't spoken to her in a while, but I have no bad blood with Natalia. I had a great time with Natalia and BravoCon. BravoCon. I
Yeah.
had a great time. She seems like she's doing well. She's living in Dubai with Katie. They seem like they're having
Hmm.
a fun time. Again, no bad blood at all. We squashed that
Yeah.
like real long ago, okay?
Okay,
We
good.
still follow each other. She looks great. She looks happy. She looks
Hmm.
healthy. And yeah, I wish them nothing but success, honestly. I wish everyone success. Life is so hard right now. It's just like I just want everyone to be happy,
Yes,
everyone to be successful. I'm not putting out bad energy. Like, no.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you still in touch with all your cast members from season one of Down Under?
I spoke to Brittini. I spoke to
Hmm.
Brittini. I've spoken to Ryan once a few times. I mean, he's really busy. He just opened up two restaurants,
Oh, two.
which
Wow.
I'm so happy for him. I just
Hmm.
want to go to Miami. Like the minute I land in Miami, I am gonna be the first one there.
Nice.
I'm really, really proud of him. I remember when we finished rapping, and that's what he really wanted to do, and I just love to see that for him. So he
Hmm.
seems great. We have spoken once or twice, and Brittini same.
Hmm.
And other than that, I have no bad blood with anyone from season one. at all. I love all of them, to be honest. I haven't spoken to Benny in forever.
Yeah.
Obviously, Aisha, when she was in, well, not the last time, but the time before that, I saw her for drinks.
Hmm.
Other than that, yeah, like they all seem. Jason sent me a message.
Yeah. Great cast. I love it.
It was
Um,
the best.
are you watching any other like Bravo shows right now? Are you watching Next Gen NYC or any Housewives?
So I watched snippets of Next Gen.
Hmm.
I have my opinions. Love.
Hmm.
Who are the two girls that their moms were on? Kim and Candy. What are their names again? I
Oh,
re-
Kim Zolciak and Candy Burruss, their
their
daughters.
daughters.
That's cute.
So cute. So cute. I'm obsessed. They're actually the only reasons why I'm watching it now. So it
They are
started
the
like
best. I think they're the best cast members on there for sure. I mean, that
so
one
good.
kid, the blonde
Charlie.
kid, he is like so toxic. Just
Do you know what?
sit.
Charlie's just given born and raised New York. I don't have to do anything. I'm just trust fund. This is how they all are. They never
Ugh,
want to grow up.
yeah, is gross.
Mm-mm.
And then I love Brooks Marks.
So sweet.
Yeah. I
But I
love
love Meredith. So
yes, yes.
but I love Real Housewives of Miami. That's probably my number one right now. I think
Hmm.
they have the best fashion.
Hmm.
And I do love Salt Lake City. So those are the
Yeah.
two housewives that I watch.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
Beverly Hills.
Love it. I've been making bracelets for BravoCon, like the Taylor Swift style bracelets. And there are so many good quotes from Salt Lake City.
Really?
So many.
Oh,
That and maybe like Orange County, but and Beverly Hills. I mean,
yeah.
those shows just like really give it. I'm not totally caught up on Miami. I've watched the first episode of this season, but
I just love their fashion. I just guess because I'm
hmm
a beachy girl and I just love that like
yeah,
beachy
so
summer
colorful.
fashion. Exactly. Like that's my vibe. So I really, really do love yeah, Miami, Beverly Hills, and Salt Lake. Salt Lake is just top tier.
Absolutely. Okay,
Top.
so we have a few listener questions because we told our listeners that you were going to be co-hosting tonight. So
Okay.
Michelle wants to know, who do you prefer to work for, Captain Jason or Captain Sandy?
Oh no. Terrible question.
They're both so different. I mean,
I know they are very different. I think it would depend on location. So I think Sandy's
mm,
perfect to work for in the Med because it's more strict.
mm,
Jason is perfect to work for in the Caribbean because it's more lax. Like it just depends on location. Because also, if you're getting guests that are going to Europe, they're going to be a little bit more snooty. They need to
hmm.
have a little bit more discipline. Whereas when you're in the Caribbean, they don't care. They've got like sand in their hair. They just want to swim. They're much more relaxed. So I think
Okay.
that I would say, yeah, it depends on location.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
That was a good way to get around answering that. I really respect that.
Uh,
Okay, so Lana Morgs wants to know, do you regret coming in so hot on when you were chief stew on Below Deck Med?
no, because I don't regret anything. I will say this without saying much. I will say that if you were in a position that I was in with all the dynamics of what
Hmm.
happened before even walking on the boat, let's just talk about me even just leaving to get there. There was just so much that happened
Yeah.
behind the scenes. And just with our visas, and I want to clarify, it was not our fault because now I can actually say this. It was none of our faults
Hmm.
besides,
Yeah.
okay? So by the time I'd gone into Italy, I was in South Africa, we say ek is full. Like I was done. So I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with the attitude that I'm already hearing before. Like,
Hmm.
y'all just all got to get it together. So honestly, I don't regret it. It was a true direct response of how I was feeling in that moment,
Yeah.
based off what everything was like compounding stuff that had been compounding for almost 2 weeks. It
Gotcha.
wasn't something that had like happened 24 hours ago. It was
Right.
2 weeks of absolute BS. So I'd had enough.
Yeah.
If
I didn't
I
really
didn't need
think
the job, I don't think I would have even ended up on that season.
I didn't really think you came in that hot. I mean, they played that one clip of you saying the
I know.
organization's a shit show like over and over again, but you
I
weren't
know.
talking about like something Natalia did. You were talking about like
No.
the boat and like in general.
And it was
So,
a shit show. The door
yeah.
didn't even open electronically. Like, I'm sorry, I'm going to see things for what they are. I haven't worked on shitty ass boats. I've worked
Hmm.
on very nice boats. So I know what the standard is. I've worked very hard.
Hmm.
Okay, I know what to expect. And I'm like, really? I come in late and this is how they left the boat for us. Natalia had nothing to do with it.
Right.
I would have said the same thing if Natalia wasn't there.
Right. Exactly.
So it's like, no, I don't regret it.
Yeah. Well, I just want to put it on record. We've said this on the podcast several times, but you were an excellent chief stew. I think you did such a good job that season. Any of the like hate or people saying that you weren't a good chief stew, they were not watching
Yeah,
because you did a great job. Super organized, great with your team,
yeah.
handled the, Natalia and Kyle drama and stuff. So I just want to say you did a great job. And
Thank you. Thank you.
anyway.
It was a tough one. It definitely was one that I would not wish on anyone.
Yeah,
I really, really did try, but it was definitely not a great mix of
personalities.
no, that was not the right costing. And people don't forget, people need to understand that on a normal yacht, like a chief stew and a captain is actually choosing their team. Like if I was going to
Right.
pick my team, I'm employing them. Like I'm the one that
Hmm.
goes through the CVs and I choose them. So you never normally would be thrown into a situation like that. So it is also like, I'm not trained for this. Like I don't think any of us are.
Right. I mean, they're picking people because of what they will be like on TV. I mean, let's be honest, that's the primary reason.
Yeah, they want the drama.
So,
But the
okay,
season,
well, it's time for our segment Join Me in the Wheelhouse, where we decide who needs to see Captain Carrie for a stern talking to. So, to me, who should we call to the wheelhouse from this episode? I was thinking that event planner for sure because he's like moving at a snail's pace. Oh, and that mean charter guest that Dawn or whatever her name was.
definitely. And then who's this kid that's in the love triangle? What do they call him again? Who's the one that's putting
Oh,
him?
Scottish/Kyle.
Scottish Carl also needs to be taken to the wheelhouse because love triangles always end up in drama. So
Yeah,
let's avoid the drama from happening. So that's who I would take.
okay. Good idea. Well, that's it for this week's episode of Above Deck. Thank you to our team at Hurrdat Media, especially our producer Brock. Thank you to me for joining me. Please subscribe on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Don't forget to tell a friend, and please rate and review us 5 stars only. Please follow us on Instagram at Above Deck Pod. You can email us at abovedeckpod@gmail.com. You can watch our episodes on the Hurrdat Entertainment YouTube channel. Tumi, thank you for co-hosting with me. Tell everyone where they can find you online and that kind of thing.
Well, firstly, thank you for having me. My first little pod with you. But you guys can find me. It's at Tumi Mhlongo, Tumimhlongo. Almost forget how to spell my surname. But I'm on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram.
Okay. And we'll put a link in the show notes to your Instagram.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, remember there's only 130 days until BravoCon. We'll see you guys next week.